Hello, hello. I am coming live and my phone battery is dying, so let me see. Let me make sure my phone is not going to die while I'm on this live. Okay, so I'm charging it. And yes, I have a beautiful tree next to me. I'm actually at my sister's place and I wanted to come do my live. Honestly, I've been having a pretty hard past week, and I did share that in one of my stories recently, and I know I haven't been on stories or been creating much because there's just been a lot going on, but I did want to commit to myself to showing up once a week and doing my live, at least for, the rest of December. And yeah, I just felt like, well, I have a beautiful tree here and it's quiet. My nephew's not home from school yet. My sister's not home from school yet. So I thought I'd pop on my live because I will be here for the next 3 days. And yeah, so it's exciting because I'm actually going to go to my nephew's place on Friday. My nephew's school on Friday, and I'm going to go volunteer. I want to get to see him. He's in kindergarten, and he is there. It's the last day of school, and they're doing a Christmas party, and they're decorating cookies, I believe. And I'm going to help, so I'm super excited to be the aunt in the room. The aunt, yes. But yeah, I've been going strong for the self-love. I'm getting a little distracted because my phone is not charging. Sorry. Gotta put in the charger. At least for now. Hopefully it stays. Okay, here we go. I want to see the tree. Thank you for being patient with me. I'll just hold it up for now. But yes, I have been doing my self-love journey group experience online, and it's been great. Today I just finished recording actually a day 10, and that's what prompted this live, because I wanted to talk about what I shared in the self-love journey experience today. So today's theme was around self-compassion. And, it is funny, but not really, that as I am leading these groups, or every time I'm about to launch something, or I'm about to lead something, or about to coach someone on something, I feel like the universe gives me a chance to experience it firsthand so that I can better serve my clients. And I just feel like the last week and a half, or almost a week, ever since I started the self-love journey group experience, I have been having some struggles with loving myself and with everything that I've been teaching in my self-love group program. And that happens. And when I first started, way back then, like a year ago, I was so confused. I felt so much imposter syndrome because I was like, why am I feeling like I'm not doing good at this self-love thingy? And then it's happening again this time around, where things are coming up for me and I have to really live it live it firsthand and experience loving myself firsthand, doing all the awareness again, and doing the acceptance and doing the forgiveness of for myself. And I was like, oh wow, I realized that every time I am holding a group for an experience like this, I actually have to be living it myself in order to be a true embodiment of what I am teaching. And I just find that so amazing, and I just also want to share that because I think sometimes we feel like we need to have everything figured out and have our life perfect in order for others to be able to learn from us, which I find is so crazy, but we do that to ourselves sometimes. And I just want to be the one to tell you that that's not the case, that we don't, like, in order for me to teach you how to love yourself, or to guide you through you loving yourself, obviously, because you are gonna have the answers, the sources, the codes to how to love yourself. But I lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone down so that I can focus. Yeah, so you have the answers, and I totally forgot what I was where I was going with this, but that's okay. This happens. Anyway, let me just figure out where I wanted to go with this. So, self-compassion. So I wanted to come on here today because I wanted to share with you guys the one of the soul work. That's what I call it, the soul work that I asked the people in the program to do, which is to, for 5 minutes, treat yourself as though you are your best friend, as though you are talking to your best friend. So whatever you're going through right now, speak to yourself as though you are your best friend. And so I wanted to come on here live and actually do that for myself, because I've been going through a rough time in my relationship, in my business, in my career life, and a lot of emotions are coming up, and I think this is a perfect example for me to embody what I'm teaching and show you, like, the tools that that I teach my clients, the people in my program, as well as in one-on-one containers, of like, how do you lead yourself through something using the things that you have learned. And especially for me in this instance, using the things that I have, I'm teaching my clients and the people in my program. So for me, so if I were to spend 5 minutes with myself, treating myself as my best friend, and like, it's interesting because as I'm sharing this with you, I do feel like all the emotions coming up in me of like sadness, of like I'm scared, I don't know what to expect, right? And so if I were talking to that version of myself, I would say that I hope I don't get too emotional. Like I can already feel it, but it's okay. Emotions are fine. It's that, like, everything's going to be okay. And that everything that I'm trying my best already. And there's also ups and downs in life. And like, you don't have to always have everything together, and to remember that it's okay to slow down. It's okay to actually celebrate what has been going well for you, and not just see the lack, and not just to focus on what could be better, and to live more in that gratitude, not based on what other people say that you should be grateful for, but really what you are truly grateful for. So really looking inside you and sourcing that source of gratitude from yourself, and not dependent on what other people would deem to be something you should be grateful for. If I were to tell myself that I know that right now everything's cloudy, there's no clear path, there's things that like are in the works, up in the air, and it can be scary. And that's totally understandable, because you've lived such a predictable life because you've had to for survival in the past. And so I understand why right now it's hard for you to continue to live that way. But 2023 new is here, and I am going to take care of both of us. And I trust in myself, and I trust in you, and that together we can make this work. And there is no set timeline, and that whatever happens is going to be just divine timing for both of us. And what else can I say to her? And that I'm proud of her. You know, I know that past versions of myself hasn't received a lot of compliments or a lot of self validation, and I'm like trying to give this to her right now. I'm proud of her, and that she's been so resilient, and that she has a very good heart and very purpose driven, but she also has to remember to take care of herself. And I think whether it's working or whether it's not working, it looks the same, as my mentor says. And so to trust in that, and like I have decided, I have made a commitment to myself to trust myself, and we're gonna roll with that. And so I always tell her I love you, because the word love has not been a word that I grew up with. So I'm gonna tell her I love her, and that she's doing great, and keep going, and she's exactly where she needs to be. And like 2024 has so many things waiting for her, and that she'll be amazing. So that is what I have to tell myself, and as because I feel like I need some self-compassion right now. So yeah, that is what I would tell myself during this time where I feel a little bit, a lot of emotions coming up and stuff like that. So I would like to ask you, what would you tell yourself if for 5 minutes, if you could just sit down with yourself and take yourself out of your, zoom out and be a third person and really see yourself from the outside? What would you tell yourself? What compassion can you have for that version of you who's living through something that might be tough right now? What can you say? What can you show her? How can you feel towards her to make her feel safe, supported, loved, cared for, whatever it is? Whew. Wow, that has been like the most emotional live I have done. I really try not to cry. Not that I find crying bad or anything, but when I cry, then I feel like I would just lose my train of thought. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this live. And if you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments, and I would love to have a conversation with you in the comments. If you I just had some boba, so my boba's over there. I would show you guys, but my boba's over there. In a little bit, I'll go get it. But yeah, so as I was saying, if you guys do end up doing the activity of 5 minutes of how you would treat yourself if you were your best friend, then I would love to hear about it. You can send me a DM or in the comments. Hello. And yeah, so here is my boba. I went to share tea. I love me, my boba. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you learned something about self-compassion today, and you saw me lead myself through it. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here, even though I wasn't on here a lot this week, and it's going to be Christmas soon, and so and 2023 is coming to an end. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm super excited for 2024, and there's still time to join the self-love group experience. Sign up with the link in my bio if you want to explore working together one-on-one coaching. Link is also in the bio. Have any questions, as usual, DM me. We can have a chat. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I love the tree. And I will see you next week for our next live. All right. Bye.